So we are on part 4, page 390, and it says creating CSS code. I'm not sure if any of you guys, or many of you guys, have a lot of background with web coding, but this is what it is for. I've been doing CSS code and coding websites for 15 years, and I have never had to do this. So it's something that's new to me. I've never done it. I'm kind of old school with pulling my colors. I just drag top, write down my hex codes, or put them in a note somewhere and use them then. I guess this can be helpful. I just never do full website design with an Illustrator. This is going to be more complicated. We're only doing part of this. You're more than welcome to play around with it, but we're only going to do part of this. So we're not looking for your CSS. We're just going to do a few of the edits here, talk about it a little bit, because there's a few adjustments that we're going to make. So in our document here, we're going to go to Hide Slices and Reset Essentials. And we're going to go to Window CSS Properties to open up this CSS property panel. And I'm just going to drag this just here. So we're at the selection tool. We're going to select this dark gray box, just the box, and it says no CSS code was generated, because we have to generate it. Now, CSS is cascading style sheets, so it's how you make an image look cool. So I'm actually going to show you what it looks like. So open up. Looking for an example of what CSS looks like. Or what the code looks like here. So this is what it kind of looks like. It separates different parts of a website, and it gives them different appearance attributes, I guess, if we're going to kind of go with that. So there's font size, font weight, color, what different bars look like, different text formatting. And that's what it kind of looks like. So that's what we're referring to when we're talking about CSS. So what we're going to do is, since we need to name something in here before we can give it a CSS property, it's how it works. So with our layers, we're going to click the locate object, and it kind of pulls us here. I'm going to double click this. Let me make it a little wider. This path, it's unnamed, it's just an object. We're going to name it to sidebar, all lowercase. So now you notice you have HTML code. And I'm not really asking you to understand it, but that's our background colors, and it gives us two different color options for it. So what we're going to do is, with our selection tool, we're going to click the white rounded rectangle behind the sidebar, this guy right here, and since it's not named, does not have CSS properties. So we're going to click on page 392, and if you don't understand, that's fine. Just try to follow along. I'm going to click on this panel here, and it says Export Options. It opens up this dialog box. And we're going to check Generate CSS for Unnamed Objects, so we don't have to name everything. Click OK, and now it gives us backgrounds, border style, border color, border width, border radius, Mohs, border radius. So it gives us more information on the border and what it looks like there. Gives us a little more information on the top of 393 about what things mean. We're not going to deal with that. We're going to work with character styles in CSS code. And this is where we're going to make some adjustments, and after that we'll be done. So, we're going to apply character style to text. So, if you up here, we have normal character style right there. And so we're going to go to Window Type Character Styles to open up the Character Styles panel. Now we have that in H1, as if you notice, and we're just going to drag this guy there. So with our Type Tool keyboard shortcut T, we are going to highlight Welcome to Venice, and I may want to zoom in. There, like so. We are going to Alt or Option click to apply the character style H1 to it, and the text should now be orange and larger. So holding down Alt or Option, clicking H1, and it changes the text to something that's larger and oranger. So it's a character style that's applied to it. Now, as you see in our CSS properties, we have something for H1. So the next thing we'll do is with our selection tool, click on Things to Do, or highlight it, and we're going to click on H1 to apply it there. It didn't change the font, but it changed the color, and that's what we're doing with H1 formatting. So the text matches it, just not the actual font. And it does it via CSS and character styles. The next we're going to do is go to Option, Show All, and it brings all those things that we hid earlier. We're going to click on the black bar behind it, and we're adding graphic styles with CSS code. So we're going to click on the graphic styles panel, and we're going to add to this black box behind the photograph, black highlight thumbnail. And I may change square for preview. Has Chrome highlight. So I'm not finding it. Which is weird. It's located there. So what I'm going to do, since I cannot find it, I went to my end file and just do Command C for this graphic style here. Go over here, deselect. In my graphic styles, do Command V to paste. Object. Send to back. Bring forward. So what I did was kind of a backwards way to get to it, but for some reason I did not have a black highlight graphic style in this document, but I had it in the other. So I went to my other document, I copied it, and I pasted it over. So what we're going to do now is do a Command S. Now we are done. Now there's more. It's like 2 more pages left. I do not want your CSS code. It's more advanced than what we're going to get into today. So what we're going to do is we're going to File, Save, which we just did. File, Export, JPEG. Use Artboard's Range 1, Export. I will turn in my logo that from the slices. I will turn in the JPEG, and I'll turn in my Adobe Illustrator file. I need all 3 of those to get the grade for this week. I'll click OK. So hope you have a great Thanksgiving and spend the rest of the week looking about your logos. Don't stress over it. If you're having difficulties, please contact me and I will help you. So hope you have a great day.